So I don't know if you've heard or not, but there is this book called The 5 Love Languages, written by Chapman, PhD, and it supposedly determines someone's love language preference. And following this book, there are now online quizzes you can take to see what your love language is or what your partner's love language is and stuff. But let me tell you, these love languages can actually cause some harm to your relationship. So like I said, throughout my relationship and hearing from other friends and colleagues, there's this love language test that you can take online. The 5 love languages include words of affirmation, quality time, acts of service, physical touch, and receiving gifts. Now, with that being said, I know that everybody's curious to know, like, what is my love language? You know, what kind of lover am I? And it's never been so easy to take an online quiz and figure it out for yourself. Kind of like the personality test, but you know, this is for your love language. So I'm gonna hit you guys with the cold hard facts that couples with the same love language do not mean that they're gonna be in a successful relationship. So there's actually a study done where couples who have the same quote unquote love language aren't necessarily happier than those who don't. Now, here's a couple of remarks that I do want to make regarding the love language stuff. First of all, if you use your love language as the backbone of your relationship, it prevents authenticity from your other partner, which means your partner might always depend on your love language. And you know, people often change all the time. They shouldn't be sticking to doing one thing, and it gets tiring and boring. And if somebody else wants to show love to you another way, you should let them be and let them be authentic and genuine, right? If you keep enforcing them that, hey, my love language, for example, is receiving gifts, and you keep putting on that pressure to the other person that you love receiving gifts, that's probably all they're gonna do. And who knows, it might not even be genuine. Maybe some other time they wanna do another thing to you, like an act of service, right? Or like they wanna give you compliments and stuff like that. But they're so drilled and focused on giving you gifts that that's probably the only thing that they're gonna do to you. And it might take away the authenticity of the relationship. So as a marriage family therapist, Sunny Motamedi said, a relationship is a place for transformation and growth. When we limit each other to a specific love language, we don't allow room for change. And obviously, I can't agree more with this sentence. Same goes for acts of service, words of affirmation, and all the other love languages. If you believe that that specific love language is the backbone to you, and just solely that, then you're going to be very, very dependent on it. So you should never use your love language to solve any issues or disagreements, because again, it's a bad idea to put that love language as a foundation of who you are or who you are in the relationship or how the relationship should be. So just keep this in mind. If you do choose to take the love language test, just know that that's not the end all be all of your relationship, and you shouldn't think that way. I know a lot of people who think that way. For example, like they would believe that they always love receiving gifts and that's the only way people can show love, or if they compliment them, or if they spend only quality time with them, right? They're kind of missing the whole point of the relationship and love and what it's all about. Because think about it. For example, let's just say you love quality time or you love receiving gifts, right? But if you're in a time of hardship, you would probably enjoy an act of service from the other person, maybe lining up your load, lining up your errands. And maybe a gift isn't really what you need during that time, but you're so insistent and so drilled to the point where that person thinks that the best way to relieve your stress is the gift, when in reality it could be like, hey, maybe I'll wash your car for you because you're so stressed, or I'll do your laundry for you, and that might feel even better than just receiving a gift. Okay, so I'm editing the video now that you're watching. I just want to add on 2 different things. First of all, I am not a relationship expert or a therapist or anything, so I'm just doing this to like throw my 2 cents in, okay? Like, do not rely on me for actual genuine relationship advice, but I'm just here to talk about my experience and other people's experiences that I've heard. Second, I do want to say that the useful tool of the love language test is to know your preferences and how you prefer to be treated and what makes you happy. But like I said in the point of the video, don't use it solely on just the backbone of the relationship and just keep it to that one love language. Everybody should value all types of the love languages mentioned and not just the one type of love language and enforcing it on your partner. Everyone changes over time, and a relationship only goes through transformation and growth. So just let the relationship take its course. You can take the quiz for fun, but don't keep it in the back of your head, and definitely do not make it as a foundation for your relationship. Hopefully this video helps you out, and whether or not you're in a relationship, you should definitely keep this thought in mind for a healthy and happy relationship. That's all I have for you guys today, and I'll catch you guys all in the next video. Bye guys!